Hello everyone and welcome back to potentially the final episode of our Outer World Supernova walkthrough. So in this one we'll be completing Tartarus and then completing the game hopefully. So let's have a look. The Tartarus. You're about to assault the labyrinth of Tartarus and determine the fate of the Halcyon colony. If there's anything you want to do, blah blah blah, would you like to continue? Yes. Would you like to save? Yes. Let's create a new save.
I am pleased to inform you that we have arrived at the labyrinth. Please be advised that the punishment for trespassing is execution. Please be advised that electrical storms on the surface of Tartarus make departure impossible at this time.
That's all for now.
Oh, speak of the devil. Captain, I am receiving a transmission from the prison's docking authority now.
Attention, unauthorized spacecraft. This is a maximum security installation. Your presence here is an explicit violation of UDL corporate policy. You are hereby confined to your docking platform until a ticket detailing your crimes has been filed and notarized, at which point your vessel will be seized and you will be executed.
How long will that take?
I wager it'll take a bit longer than it takes you to lose your patience and storm out of your ship looking to get shot. To be honest, that'd make my job a lot easier. You come out, we shoot you full of holes, and then everyone goes about their day worry-free. Except you. You'll be dead.
If you're just going to kill me, why bother with a ticket?
Protocol is important, sir. The sentencing of one crime does not preclude the sentencing of another, technically speaking. Tartarus Docking Authority signing up. Hang on. Looks like you're gonna have company at the execution. Another ship just pulled into your dock. Wait, is that from the Groundbreaker? What the? Pay no mind to that, just have a pleasant day.
Transmission terminated. How can I be of assistance?
Talk to you later.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Or not, because I might be dead. Right, let's... Can I completely forgot about tinkering my armor. Nope, I have no money. Okay, fantastic. Well, without further ado, let's get on with it, I guess. Oh, I'm thirsty already. Okay. There we go. Hi, I'm here. Sniper rifles at the ready.
The captain did right by us once. Now it's our turn.
Oh,
The board
it's
will
Junlei.
never own Groundbreaker. Not while I breathe. Push on, Marco!
Oh, that did no damage to him there. Oh, that's good. Need one of those. There we go, that's more like it. How? Behind a wall. Nah, there's no point looting any of these dudes. Really hope Junlei just didn't die. That'd be pretty sad. Is that her? No, it's not, no. Well, I mean, I can't see her, so... Yeah, they kicked my ass a little bit, didn't they? Okay. well, I can't see her, so I'm guessing she's dead. On to the next part. It's a nasty looking storm, isn't it? That wasn't too bad, was it? So I think I might have to approach this a bit more cautiously than I normally would.
Searching for unauthorized persons.
So I'll just take this a bit slower than usual.
What was that? Let's take a look.
Yeah, you better take a look, sir. I know this part you can do stealthy. Like if you got the perk to quieten yourself, you can sort of just make your way up here. That I've seen anyway, seen people do. You can jump while crouched. And you can sort of just make your way across these without ever being spotted, kind of thing. Which is pretty handy. When you get to this part and then you'll, you know, have to make your way somewhere else, but... Okay. Let's retreat. Let's play it safe. So let's tunnel them in. Well, they'll probably end up coming this way, I assume. Easy enough. Okay. You are there, mate? Didn't hear us. Didn't hear a thing, eh? I mean, it could be worth having a look around these sort of places. However, for me, I don't know if it's worth... Oh, okay. He's up there. Jesus Christ. He did a lot of damage there, didn't he? Because this is the end, I don't think there's New Game Plus. So I mean, sort of not worth like looting everything in my opinion. But I'll have a look over here anyway, just because there's a dude over here apparently. Oh, he's on the roof.
Thought I saw something.
You did.
I surrender.
I mean, you're already dead. How are you surrendering? I was trying to attempt to sneak by him. Naturally, that didn't work. Oh god, I missed. That machine went all the way over there just to what? Oh god. Couple more dudes. No, don't bring me down. What great timing. Okay, so I think that's everyone now. Let's move on. Presume I can't go through that door. Yeah, must be up here. I suppose it would be pretty good looting everything just for the final bits of XP. Just so you can tinker something else, I guess. Oh, I can only get one. Lol. Never mind. Oh, transition. Okay. There's quite a few people around here, isn't there? Is there anything I can do here? No.
Sweeping the area. Initiating security protocols.
God, there's a bar in the way. Be quiet, boy. What's over there? May as well have a look-see. Hello?
I'm working as fast as I can, all right? If y'all would quit bothering me, I'd get this done sooner.
What are you doing?
Fixing the FPS system. FPS system. It's redundant, Melody. Can you just let me work? I'm almost done.
I don't know what an FPS is.
Forced pacification system. If the prisoners riot, we gas them. It went a little haywire after the last deployment, so here I am. Anyway, I need to finish this.
Okay. Damn. She was harder than I thought. Did that not work? Requires an authorization password. God damn it. Oh, is that the password? I guess not. But the way up is over there, so I'm just gonna go over there. I don't need XP, I don't need to kill these dudes. Just need to complete the game on Supernova. So let's go up.
Let's go, troops.
Oh.
Stellar base counting on us.
Zora's here.
Open fire!
Try not to die.
That's how we fucking do it.
Damn it, I can't shoot him from here. Oh well. Oh, here's May Van blah. See, there's always like these little tiny stealth routes that you could take. I'll go behind them. So this last mission could potentially be done all in stealth. I believe.
Attack!
What a great time to reload. That was not a very good time to reload. And I don't know what he was... I think he was using a shotgun himself, to be fair, but he was doing a ton of damage.
Well, look who it is. I'll be damned. I was prepping the studio for our announcement, and here you are as a bonus. When you go off and get yourself shot, try to avoid taking one to the face. I'll want it recognizable to show to my citizens.
Chairman Rockwell, I presume.
My word! You've correctly identified the most recognizable man in the colony. Remarkable. It's a wonder what Phineas saw in you. Then again, he's an insane person. Thankfully, he's our insane person now. A proper company man.
Please, Phineas would rather die than cooperate.
Yes, he is an extraordinarily obstinate fellow, isn't he? Fine, he isn't working for us per se. Semantics, he'll come around. But that's between us. As far as my adoring citizens will know, we've turned a dangerous crackpot into a working-class man. It's a miracle.
That crackpot is saving the frozen colonists you gave up on.
Oh yes, go on, wake them up, add more mouths to feed. That'll solve our starvation problems. I don't know what half-baked plans that simpleton in a lab coat has been leading you through, but it's done. It's over. Let me ask you something, Captain. Have you at any point thought about not fucking up our entire society?
You know, I wouldn't have to if you'd be more cooperative about all this.
Oh, right. This coming from the psychopathic outlaw. Yes, I'll try to be more open-minded about your path of wanton dissent. We don't need your help.
Fuck. Okay, so if you have Persuade 90, you can do that, which gives a different ending. Yes, you do. You clearly do.
We'll have to agree to disagree on that one, Captain.
Do I kill him or do I not? Fuck it. I'm killing him. Just because I didn't like him. Well, I don't mind if I do take that chocolate though. So yeah, there is a way to get him on your side if you have 90 persuade. I knew I should have respect before I came. So like, for example, I don't think I currently need the points really in these three, unless you need something at the very end. But I would have distributed these points into persuade. Just had a feeling I would need it, and I did. Are they still fighting? Oh.
No prisoners.
Fuck. That's okay. Okay. Alright. Well, that's nice. I'm glad that they came and helped me. That's friendly of them.
All right, MSI. I'm not one for rousing speeches.
Oh god.
The captain needs our help. So
Oh, that's
get in there and
Jesus.
fight.
Everyone's fighting. What the calls? Go on, Grim. Oh. Oh. Fine. I didn't do as much damage as I thought. Grim, don't die. Oh, God, I think... No, Grim didn't die. Thanks, guys. I guess it pays off to do that. Oh, that guy's solid. They both survived. Livid about that.
Serves you right.
I'll just reload. Right, thanks, guys.
Captain, you have an uncanny talent for complicating my life. Words cannot express the extent of my disappointment. We had a plan. All you had to do was skip the Hope to Tartarus, as I asked. You've disrupted the balance of power. You've upset the natural order of things. You've introduced uncertainty, and there is nothing I despise more than uncertainty.
You sure love talking. Do they pay you by the word?
Typical. Running your mouth in the middle of a crisis. It's almost as if you delight in chaos. I should have dealt with you a long time ago. You were always too dangerous to leave unchecked.
Well, can we hurry it along? I've got a colony to save.
Leaving you alive was my greatest mistake. But it is a mistake I intend to correct.
Okie dokie.
I have Dr. Wells in my custody. Once I've secured his cooperation, I can move forward with the program. I can repair the damage you've done. I can set things right.
You don't understand. Phineas is my friend. I'm not leaving without him.
Well, that's mostly correct. You're not leaving here at all. You were one of my finest agents once. I don't want to destroy you. Turn yourself in, and I may yet show clemency.
Why, Madam Adjutant? I'm touched. I didn't know you cared.
I don't, you perfidious turncoat. You know... Never mind. Now I regret saying anything at all.
Let's just skip the part where I kill you.
This prison is equipped with an automechanical warden. I've had it programmed to eliminate you on sight and rinse your remains down a drain. And don't worry. I will inform Dr. Wells that you died heroically, or something.
Okay, so I'm going to take some critical damage stuff. I'll take that as well. And that. Okay, take out the drones first. Right. Oh, of course. Okay. Well, this is harder than I thought. Okay. Big boss man down. So, to be honest, it can be an easier fight than that. And I think you might be able to skip that fight entirely if you have 90 persuade and you persuade her to talk. But yeah, as it stands, I didn't. And I didn't come in under leveled as I'm max level, I just came in under tinkered. So my weapons weren't as tinkered as they should have been.
Get me out of here!
You don't know how glad I am to see you. You did the right thing. Akande was a monster. Her death was much deserved, and long overdue. And you lunatic, you broke into the board's own fortress just to rescue one doddering old man. You are absolutely out of your mind, and I can't begin to thank you enough.
Are you alright? What did they do to you?
I'm all right, thanks to you. Akande wanted my cooperation. I'm quite sure she would have beaten it out of me if you hadn't arrived. You've broken the board's stranglehold on this colony, and you saved my life. But there's still so much we have yet to accomplish. You and I are going to have to work harder than ever to save Halcyon. I'm afraid the situation is far worse than any of us ever anticipated.
Great. And I was just about to pop open some drinks and celebrate.
I would like nothing more than to celebrate this victory, but we have a serious problem on our hands. Earth has gone dark. We haven't received a single message in 3 years. There's been no communication, no signals, nothing. 2 years ago, the Earth's Directorate's frigate disappeared on their way back to Earth. We don't know what they discovered when they arrived, or if they arrived at all. We're in serious trouble, my friend. Do you know what this means for Halcyon? We can't rely on Earth for support anymore. We've been cut loose. We're entirely on our own.
We have a lot of work ahead of us. We'd best get started.
Yes, we do. You've done a marvelous thing. You've succeeded where anyone else would have failed, including me. We must begin the revival process immediately, starting with the Hope's brightest minds, and then we're going to fix this damn colony, one problem at a time. We're going to need a leader, and I can't imagine a better person for the job than you. What do you say, old friend? Will you help us?
You can count on me. I'll help you revive the other colonists.
When I revived you, I thought you were going to help me save this colony. I was wrong. I had our roles reversed, you see. You're the one who's going to save us all. I'm just the one who set you on your path. You're the best thing to ever happen to Halcyon. If you want to take it upon yourself to lead this colony, you have my support. We're not a colony any longer, are we? Our last connection to Earth has been severed, and so we have been set free. Our future is uncertain, and no one knows what tomorrow holds. Exciting, isn't it?
The OSI teaches that everything in the universe happens according to the grand plan. But the stranger that arrived in Halcyon was an unplanned variable. From the moment he landed in Emerald Vale, his actions altered the course of history. The events on Tartarus brought about the end of the board's authority. But the board's mistakes would haunt the colony for decades to come. The damage they left behind would require the work of a generation to repair. Dr. Phineas Wells began reviving a handful of the Hope's colonists. Engineers, scientists, technicians, and intellectuals. They were among the brightest minds the Earth had ever sent out into the stars. The Hope scientists and engineers woke up in a colony descending headlong into total collapse. With no way to return to Earth, they had no choice but to band together and devote themselves to the cause of saving Halcyon. The people of Halcyon were nothing if not hardy. In the absence of the board's authority, many of the colony's settlements banded together with a single purpose in mind: survival. Life was especially hard in the years to come. Some towns dissolved by attrition and starvation, but most of them found a way to carry on. In the years to come, Halcyon was forced to reckon with its newfound freedom. The board was gone, and for better or worse, the colony was responsible for its own destiny. Between MSI's worker-centric policies and the iconoclast's manpower, Sanjar and Zora were able to rally many of the Terra 2 townships to their cause. MSI's workforce swelled, and the iconoclasts enjoyed a significant surge in their ranks. The board was too distracted by infighting and internal politics to stop MSI from becoming a powerful corporation and a refuge for townships that might have fallen through the cracks. Consumed by paranoia, Lilia Hagen took sublight salvage in a controversial direction, openly accusing board officials of an extraterrestrial conspiracy. One day, an accident at the Groundbreaker's docking bay silenced her forever. Time would tell if her replacement could keep the sublight family together. Over the years, the ruins of Edgewater caused irreversible environmental damage to the landscape of Emerald Vale, owing largely to the presence of toxic compounds in the town's building materials. As for Edgewater's former workers, their remains provided a source of nourishment for the region's fauna, leading to an explosion in the sprat population. Under the leadership of Junlei Tennyson, The Groundbreaker held firm against corporate influence. The ship's mechanical stability gave Junlei the time to educate a promising generation of engineers schooled in her family's traditions. The future of the Groundbreaker looks promising. The rediscovery of the Hope and the abandonment of the lifetime employment program forced Byzantium to come to terms with some uncomfortable realities about the state of Halcyon. While Byzantines were reluctant to surrender the luxuries they'd grown accustomed to, the board's diminished authority gave them little choice in the matter. Nearly everyone had to learn to make do with less. Some even had to get jobs. It was a dark time indeed. Your influence shifted Ellie's perspective. She finally admitted, albeit grudgingly, that she just might need other people. Sometimes. With a steady income from the life insurance payouts, she was finally able to afford a ship of her own. She hired a small crew and flew supply missions to communities on the fringe. Some of them were even legal. Life in Halcyon was sobering for Felix Millstone. The grand revolution he dreamed of never came. There was no great awakening for the colony, no celebrations in the streets. There was only the hard, desperate work of trying to repair a broken colony. Felix never had a head for numbers, but if there was labor to be done, he was there to help. Eventually, Felix realized that the work of a revolution was done with two hands. As much as he enjoyed his adventures aboard the Unreliable, the vicar, known as Max, eventually decided that it was time to move on, to live out the life he had sought so long to create. He knew there were many in the colony who carried burdens much worse than the ones he had struggled with, and he devoted himself to easing their suffering wherever he could. He only ever took up arms again to defend the defenseless. Unshackled from a lifetime of striving and fighting the universe and himself, Vicar Maximilian de Soto was finally at peace. Once the matter with the Hope colonists was resolved, Junlei bashfully asked Parvati if she'd like to join her permanently on the Groundbreaker, and Parvati enthusiastically, if somewhat awkwardly, agreed. The stories of her adventures spread across the colony, and Parvati soon found herself the center of attention. Having served as the engineer of a renowned spacecraft, tramp freighters and wildcat miners sought her out by name, and in no time, she was a fixture in the Groundbreaker's mechanical ecosystem. She and Junlei were never far apart. Nyoka returned to Monarch to take another crack at making a permanent life for herself. She formed the Charon Group, a mercenary outfit of ragtag survivalists and wilderness experts. Anyone in need of a guide, or just looking to throw back a beer and swap stories, could find her camping on the trail or clearing an infestation. The SAM unit that accompanied you spread awareness of the product line's superior sanitation and maintenance capabilities across what was left of the colony. This led to a boost in SAM unit sales. Did you know that SAM units are the longest-lasting, toughest-acting cleaning solution in Halcyon? Minister Clark was released from house arrest, and his contact with you gave him a sense of renewed purpose and vigor. Once it became clear that no help would be coming from Earth, he threw his considerable efforts and talents into helping Halcyon manage the crisis before it. As for Dr. Phineas Wells, he spent his remaining years in his orbital lab. He eventually came to terms with his own past and was able to forgive the mistakes of his younger self by devoting his remaining years to serving the colony. Dr. Wells was able to revive many more scientists and engineers than he first expected, thanks to the additional batch of chemicals you stole from the Ministry. Wells never forgot about the human lives that were lost in acquiring these chemicals. In the end, Dr. Wells was able to save every scientist and engineer aboard the Hope. Over the next decade, nearly all of the Hope's remaining colonists were successfully revived. Halcyon saw a period of rapid technological and scientific advancement. Breakthroughs in dietary supplements saved the colony from starvation. Geoengineering projects and social reforms began to change the structure and character of the colony. Dr. Wells laid the groundwork for the project to save the colony, but he would never live to see the fruits of his labor. He passed away a few years later. His work was carried on by the scientists and engineers he revived. Today, Halcyon has stabilized. The people of the colony work hard to adapt to their new circumstances. Nearby colonies send aid and supplies. Life will never be easy in Halcyon, but for the first time in its history, there exists a sense of real, genuine hope about the future. And what about you, the unplanned variable in the history of Halcyon? Long after Wells passed away, you carried on his work with more energy, determination, and brilliance than he could ever muster. The years that followed were hard, but Halcyon survived by the efforts of the Hope's most promising colonists, the greatest of which was you. No one knows what's happened to Earth, and no one knows what the future has in store for Halcyon. All we know for certain is this: the name of the Unreliable and that of its intrepid captain will remain the subject of countless stories for years to come.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is the Supernova walkthrough complete. We will look to start again, just so we can get the remaining achievements. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this playthrough. If you liked it, give me a like, give me a comment saying what you liked about it, blah blah blah, and all that good stuff. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I shall see you in the next one. Farewell.